Okay, so hi guys, it's Aunt B from Aunt B's Homestead. I am here. I have my project, my sewing project that started from something like this, okay, to something like this. It's taking shape, all right? But this is a full apron, okay? These are my straps over here. All of the straps that I need. The next strap is the largest one that I have here. And I have two straps to tie around the waist, okay? But what I'm focused on today is the fact that I'm on the part where I do the top stitching. Let me see if I can open up my snips and, okay, there. Open up my snips to use as a pointer for you. Over here, let me move the camera around this side over here. All right, over here, you see that I have this little overhang right there, and then I have a stitch going down, 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 all right? So this is my top stitch that I've done to try to make my garment look a little more professional, look a little more cute, and have more finishing details, okay? So the underside, I'm gonna show you the underside. Okay, can you see it? All right, this underside is where I did a zigzag stitch, and let me see if I can show that to you over here. Let me get over here. That is somewhere in between there, the zigzag stitch or an overlocking stitch on my machine. So even though it's not perfect, it's fine. It's fine for me. Here, let's show you. Here is the overlocking stitch, okay? So that's the underside. Here, under here, I did a little bit right there, and then I decided, okay, that's good enough, because this is going to be where my top stitch goes. You see that hem that I did under the underside of this garment? All right, if I, hold on, let me pull up some, okay? If I pinch this together, I can create a little fold. You see that? Well, I showed you under the underside because when I get to the top side, you won't be able to see the fold, but you'll be able to see me do that. Hold on, let me look down in here and see if anyone's saying hi. Well, hello, hi. Thank you for coming. And we're gonna continue with this top stitch, and then I'm gonna talk to you about asymmetrical hems, okay? All right, let's go ahead. So this top stitch, I can feel here, and if you could see me pinch between my two fingers, that gives you a little lump. That means that overlocking stitch on the back, I'm pressing that against this hem on the front, and that creates a little, hold on, a little heel for me to go along and create a top stitch. I don't have to look up under because this is something that I do all the time. Someone may have another way of doing it. All right. And hopefully I didn't go off just then. But let's get that down. I think I went off just a little bit, but that's okay. All right, and let's back up and record. Now, let me show you. Let's lift my presser foot. You see that? I created a finished look with a little overhang, and that's my top stitch. This is the waist portion of my apron, okay? All right, let me snip the back as well. It's the waist portion of my apron. I'm gonna take that out and see if I can show this to you. Okay, let me go up with the camera and all right, let's go up. Everything looks just about the same. So that's the waist. When I put the belt on, wait, can you see my, yeah. So this is the waist, okay? It's about 2 inches, but I had to create a little overhang there for my top stitch so that when I put the belt on, I'm going to have the belt raised, or I'll do a design, a specific design. I won't tell you about that today. But so what I'm going to talk to you about now is a curve. Let's see if I can get a decent looking curve. You see this curve at the end of my apron? Okay, that's a curve or a contour versus, someone asked me, what is an asymmetrical hem? Okay, well, this is not it. That's simply a curve, okay? A curved hem. But an asymmetrical hem is, for instance, if I were to take this apron, at the bottom of this apron, and I were to cut up, down, and make like a big wave, a big floppy wave, that would be an asymmetrical hem, because an asymmetrical hem is an uneven hem and is cut at different angles, okay? I've done that with a floppy hat, a big floppy hat, and to where I would have the front of the hat short, and then I would have the back of that hat. I would have the back of that hat a little bit long. The front short so that I can see out of it, for one, and the back so that, it can cover my ears and give me a little shade on the side because it was a big floppy sun hat. Well, that's asymmetrical, okay? Symmetry is when both sides are, when the sides are the same, they match, right? All right, so let me look down and see if I have someone down at the bottom. Hi, Jens. Yes, I can make clothes. I make aprons. Right now I'm on aprons. I make hats. So I do those things. Thank you for asking the question. So I just wanted to tell you all that little bit about asymmetrical hems versus curves, which I've shown you on the apron. Let's see if, yeah, versus curves, and versus the unevenness that you cut when you're creating something that I would say is creative and a different, I guess, more spunk to your fashion, okay, for lack of a better word. All right, so if you don't want simple, use asymmetrical hems, and it's kind of like a dress that hangs low in some parts and high in other parts. More like a dress that has a ruffle, and that ruffle at the front comes up to your knees, and the one at the back goes down to your heel, for instance. And that's it. Basically, it's simple, right? So thank you for coming on, and I would like to say have an amazing rest of your day. If you put comments in the comment section, I'll go back and I will communicate with you. And I thank you for checking out the other videos on this page and for subscribing to the channel so that you can see more. All right, I'll be back with another video, but right now I have to finish this project. Bye-bye for now.